It's your boy Griff here back with another video, and today I got a special video for you guys. Today this is gonna be a pre-record thing. I forgot to record when I was doing these summonings, and this is the tickets thing that you get where every 1,000 CC spent starting I guess January of 2020 until now, it results in one ticket. So I think I had 264 tickets, so that means I spent spent over 264k 2,600k CC throughout the year, and that's pretty impressive when you think about it. It's like, looking back, it's like, dang, that's how much CC I spent like overall into the game. But it's crazy how like other whales, say for example like Garess had 1,600 of these tickets, so that means this guy had spent 1.6 million chrono crystals throughout this year, which is insane. So when I look at that, it's like, wow, like I think that's what 6 times the amount of chrono crystals that he spent. And just looking at his box is ridiculous. So you guys, I'm probably not gonna be talking too much about what's going on in the background. I'm kind of gonna just be venting a little bit about some stuff that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, so let's begin. So I think the first thing I want to talk about is the UI Omen Goku. A lot of controversies about how good he is and stuff, and I kind of want to voice what I feel. I didn't pull him, so I'm kind of just voicing my opinion on how I felt about him as I was playing PvP. Been playing PvP off camera, trying to grind the golden coin showdowns for all the Z power and stuff for my Z power up series, trying to get prepped for that, and grinding also for the energy, because energy, I feel like now energy is like the most valuable thing in the game right now. So I'm trying to grab as much, all like the required gold coins to get all that up. So that's what I've been doing, and I kind of want to talk about UI Omen Goku, and I kind of also seen the skill gap of how people use them from the lower side to like the higher skill players. So to start off with, is this like a lot of people is going to be turned off by him because first of all, he's a Legends Limited character and he doesn't really do like crazy damage, like for example like Vegeta Blue or Zenkai 7 Super Saiyan 3 Goku or Zenkai 7 LF Gohan or Zenkai 18 or units like that, where they come in and they do 2 attacks, 3 attacks, like 3 strike cards, and then you kill the unit. So since a lot of people don't think that he can do that, or he doesn't really do that like that, it's going to turn them off. And another thing is that he can't really take damage like that. So honestly, I felt like they had to make him like be a little bit of a glass cannon because of the little auto thing that he had. If he had the auto thing with Vanishing Gauge and he had like a pretty tanky defense at like say 2 stars, then he would be a nightmare to kill because he would just be so hard to defeat and stuff. And I feel like a lot of people would just be like just frustrated with the game. So I think adding that little concept of the auto gauge thing is the reason why that he has a lower defense. So, but as I was saying with the PvP stuff, when I was playing against them, I just felt like people just wasn't using right until I got to like the upper stage, like the higher skill players where they play religiously, and I could just see just the skill gap. Like when I was playing, I was just like, wow, they're actually using him like in a very unique way. And by saying that is, for example, like I'll be down, say they'll get 2 units in a timer count. So where I have 1 unit left and all my other ones are still in the timer count thing where they can't get subbed in, and they'll just play aggressive and they'll say use a blast card, make me bait out. They try to bait out my Vanishing Gauge, which is they do, and then they'll go up, tap me out. So now I have no Vanishing Gauge and I have to make a move. But the problem with that is they have their auto Vanish Gauge thing and they have their regular Vanish Gauge as well. So say if I attack, all they have to do is sit still and just wait for me to do an attack, and then they can do the auto Vanish thing, auto Vanish Gauge thing, and then they'll then if I do another attack, they have their other like regular vanish thing as well, so they can do that, dodge my attack, and get me in a combo. And they'll save their blue cards for UI Goku. So when he attacks, he also can put the blue card in and get his Vanish gauge back. So that was pretty hard to find a way of beating that and stuff, and it was very very fun facing against people that was actually using him that way. And it was like, man, like he's actually a very very skill based unit and stuff. So and that's what I was kind of saying about how LF Namku is. Like LF Namku, he does hit harder than him. He definitely does hit harder than him, but he also has a skill base as well. And that's because like how what's the word I'm trying to say? It's the mind games he does. And man, what I mean by that is when I use him, your opponents will never know if he has a blue card, because all you have to do is backflow, and the first thing they're gonna do is say, "Oh man, like he might have a blue card. Does he have a blue card? Like I can't just go and use my blast cards and try to bait him because he's gonna use the blue card and potentially deal tons of damage to my unit. So I can't play like that." So what most people try to do is try to do the tackle, but a good player will have a strike card ready for when you do that. They can just strike card you and then get you in a combo and do that. And then all you have to do is after their combo is backflow back to the blue thing. And it's so hard to find a way of dealing with that. And it can get very annoying if you don't know how to switch up your game or switch up your play style in those type of sense. So basically that's what I'm saying about UI Goku is he's a skill-based player, and I'm a skill-based unit. But I also felt like they kind of cut his potential of how good he could have been by the auto thing. And what I mean by that, the auto gauge thing that he has. And what I mean by that is the auto gauge thing is viewable for the opponent as well. So that's what kind of makes him, I feel like he could have been even scarier as a unit if they would have not showed that gauge to your opponent. Because now me seeing that, I can find other counters to counter that. So say for example, I see him come in, I can just sit there and say like, all right, he's close to like about to lose his Vanish against, he can't do it no more. So I'm gonna just sit back and chill until that gets depleted, then I can make my move and stuff like that. But if I couldn't see his Vanish engage, I would have never have thought about, hey, let me just chill back for a couple of timer counts and wait for that to be done, then I can do it. But if I would have came in and not seen it, I might think, oh, he probably got all his things up, and I'm thinking about all this other stuff, and that's what kind of made him not as OP as I think he was, because that's the reason why I said that, and just the statement that I just said before is really the main reason. And also I felt like with the double Vanish engage, a lot of people got mad about how he can't really tank a lot of damage. And I feel like if he was able to tank damage as well with those double things, like too many people would be so mad about how good he is and how OP he is and how much stuff he can do. And I feel like Legends needs to stop I feel like Legends did the right thing by doing that, by not giving him very, very tanky defense, because I'm tired of just seeing units that just are just broken and they can just do everything. So I feel like them adding him as a skill-based card was probably the best thing to do for this anniversary, because everybody was thinking like, oh, he's gonna be so busted, I can't wait if I pull him, he's gonna be like the greatest unit and stuff. And I think that's what the problem they had. I feel like they realized that with Vegito Blue, when they released Vegito Blue, he was just too dominant. And the way to counter him is they use LF Gohan. And guess what? He was too dominant. They had Android 18 too dominant. Like just brain dead units where you just use a couple cards and you just kill your opponents. And I really don't like how those units are, because it gets boring, because you just kind of know what to do, and I just go in, use 3 cards and kill them. So, and I also think, I think one reason that they kind of fix the battle system was for that, because in the old battle system, say I'm using Kid Goku, right? And he thinks I'm about to use a blast card, so he used Vegito Blue to do the little counter, but I use a strike. And then I prepare myself and I use, say, my maxed out full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and I just use 4 straight blast cards in a row, right? Boom, 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 boom. And I could just kill him right there off of one combo. And he can't do nothing about it. He can't switch because the defense is only limited to one switch, while offense you can switch as many times. So it's kind of an unbalance right there where it's kind of hard to, like, balance that. So them adding a double cover change, or you can cover as many, or like switch on defense and mitigate damage to counter, to neutralize what the offense ability you can do, was the greatest thing that they can do, because defense was so weak. It had such a bad advantage. It had a disadvantage. So, and units, and also with this thing, units that can not nullify, but just distract cards. Like, for example, like Vados, where she can blow up 2 of your cards, or say the purple Godku unit that does a little like Rashangan looking attack, where he can disrupt your combos with extra skill arts cards. And so units like that are starting to like appear more and be more valuable to this meta. Or Shampoo, where every time he gets attacked, you get your allies sub count reduced. And I'm starting to see a lot more unique teams like that, and it's very, very fun. And adding, say, units like the Cell with the the revival little concept instead of the endurance units. So seeing all those type and cards that has strike cover, you're starting to see more like people are running like triple strike counter decks and stuff, and it's very, very fun. I feel like that really revived the PvP battle system and stuff. So just a little rant right there and stuff that I'm seeing from the game, and I feel like these changes, and with how they used UI Goku, how they kind of implemented his card, it made PvP more fun. I feel like I'm more inclined to just play PvP just for it. Like, I just be like, man, I just want to just play PvP now, not just here where I'm like, I'm gonna go PvP and do my little damage with my my strongest team, and then bam, like it's pretty much over. But now I'm actually having fun facing all these interesting matches and interesting teams. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. And hopefully with the concept of this little auto gauge thing, I can't wait. I'm so excited to see like what Legends can also do, and adding new like these type of concepts on the teams and on like other units and stuff. Who knows what they're gonna do? But I'm super excited how they had the revive thing with Cell, and then this little auto game was with the Goku. So the UI Goku. So yeah. What else can I talk about? Pretty much that's it. And for this ticket thing, I kind of really wanted was the Gotenks. I think that's what I wanted the most, but I did not pull Gotenks. But I did pull the Broly and Chilai and that Super Trunks that you guys can see there. So I was super happy that I pulled both of those guys, and I could probably make some pretty fun videos. I think that's what I really like about PvP. To me, is doing fun little videos, fun little teams and stuff. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it of me rant. I know it wasn't really about the summoning thing, but I didn't know what else to talk about. I can't just be like, all right, so in this summon I got this. So I kind of just, I guess using this video just to talk about what I feel about this meta and what they're doing, the changes in that they made for this little Legends 40 mil celebration. And I just hope that they add some events sooner or later so we can grind some more crystals. 'Cause I feel like the game is kind of dead in the PvE side. So I hope they can give us like tons of events to do and keep us busy instead of just playing PvP all day. So we can grind more crystals, and I can just spend more more of it on the banner so I could get Toppa, because Toppa's the only unit I did not get that was like, well, besides UI Goku, that's the one unit I did not get out of the new units. So I just want to get him, and so I can start working on my Z Power Up series again. I really like that series. It's one of my favorite series. Even though it probably doesn't get the most watch, it's probably the most fun series I do. So you guys get to see what I do, why I'm getting units to certain Z Power, and which units I really like the most, and why I use that unit or pick that unit for the Z Power for future predictions. And like, for example, like with the Vados, why I got her to 6 stars was because of the Rival Universe tag, and why I'm working on Champa because of the Rival Universe tag as the best yellow. And as you guys can see there, no new yellows, so he's going to be very, very key to get him up to 6 stars. So pretty much nice venting right there. Pretty much at the end of the video, I pretty much was talking for the whole thing, but yeah, that's it for this video. Pretty much gonna be like, what, 30 seconds left. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. It's been your boy Gruff, man. I love y'all, and peace.